Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. Hope you all are doing great. This video is all about caring for chrysanthemums in spring. It is very important for us to follow few steps in the spring to get this kind of beautiful show in the fall or autumn. So if you also have some chrysanthemums sitting in some pots or somewhere in your garden and you don't know what to do when they are looking like this is the right video you have come to. Also, a side note, this video is going to be very satisfying, so please make sure to follow along until the end. So after a beautiful, tremendous show in the fall and early winter, the chrysanthemums have died back, and some people like to cut it back after they have done blooming, but I prefer to keep the dead stems intact until the last frost has passed, so it can be protected from any snow or any hail damage or anything like that, and the roots will be safe and warm, and it adds like a nice insulation. So here in the UK we have had a very unusual winter where it was very warm and wet and some extremely cold days in between, combined with windstorms, and that's the reason I chose to keep the dead stems intact so the roots can be protected. So because in the past few days it's been very warm, the plants have sensed that it's spring already, but they started to show up the new growth, or that is the new suckers started to come up like in end of January and February. So that's the reason we have so much new growth here, and I did find it a bit difficult to clean up the dead stuff because the suckers have grown quite a bit, and I had to be very careful, and I did have few accidents. I accidentally broke a few new stems off. Mums are very easy to grow and care for. It is such a versatile plant with a beautiful show. It can be grown as an annual or perennial. Growing as a perennial is a best bet for me because I get to enjoy them for years to come and with just a little bit of care. And so coming back to the spring cleaning up of the chrysanthemums, once the danger of the last frost has passed wherever you live, remove all the dead stems of the mums and snip them away with the shears or just with your hands like I'm doing here, and make sure to remove all the debris on the top layer of the soil because it might have any bugs or dead leaves or aphids or any such stuff. So it's best to remove anything on the top of the soil. One thing to note here is that all of your mums might not be looking like this with so much of new growth at this point of time where we're in March now. So we have had all the plants come up very early here in the UK this year due to the weather. We have seen daffodils like in January and tulips in late February. So wherever you live, if the last frost has passed, you can go ahead and do this step and just clean up all your mums and top up with the new layer of compost and add a fertilizer and keep them watered, put them in a full sun, and they're good to go for the summer. And once you reach early summer, we can go ahead and pinch back the mums until 4th of July. So you can propagate those stems, and pinching back actually encourages in a branching of the stems, so you get more blooms. So imagine like this: if you pinch one stem back, even if it gives out 2 stems from that point, you're literally doubling your flowering capacity of your plant. So pinching back can be done up until 4th of July. Two colors of chrysanthemums here. The ones that look a bit fuller, like the one which I am cleaning up right now, is the red color, it's a very deep and a very attractive red color, and the ones which is on the left, which whose leaves are a bit smaller when compared to the right ones. I have 4 of those containers and they are sort of deep orange. So I have had these orange ones for a very long time now, maybe like this is their fourth season or 4th year. I think that's the reason they look a bit sparse, or maybe just it's the time, and a little bit of fertilizing and water and sun will do the trick and they will bounce back. So I'll just give them some time to grow and get back. Yeah, so I also have all the previous videos on my chrysanthemums linked up in a playlist. I will be sure to leave the link down below in the description box. Please do check it out. So I did see some aphids here, so I'm just fluffing up my chrysanthemums here, so they just fall on the bottom and I clean up. So a point to be noted here is that all the new growth we are looking at right now are called as suckers of chrysanthemums. They come from the roots of the plant. So suppose if you had a plant the last season, which is in the fall, and all the stems had died back, and as you all can see, I have a dead branch here, dead stem, and from that dead stem, from the roots, you see new suckers coming out. here is the new suckers that come out from the plant are very tender and they can break off very easily, so we have to be very careful when approaching the dead stems and breaking it. When I look back at this video, I realized that I had approached this plant in a very careful manner. I was holding on to few of the stems and slowly going on to each and every little branch and then breaking it. So I hope you took some tips from it. I hope this video gave you some inspiration to go ahead and clean up your chrysanthemums in your garden. And if you also have any mums in your garden which are looking like they're dead and you have to chuck them away, no, just don't. You can turn them back to this. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up and thanks for watching. Bye.